Hi there, happy hump day and welcome to Wednesday. One of the myths that often floats around is that people don't like change. And if you think about it, if that was true, we would never have evolved as a species. So as humans, we're actually quite good with change. What we don't like is when change is forced upon us, when it feels like it's come down from on top and we don't have any ability to control the impact that it has on us. And often that's what you see happening in organizations, because depending on your level in the organization and your role, your ability to influence exactly how the change is happening and what type of change is happening may be limited. But there's always something that you can control. And of course, what I'm talking about is controlling your reactions, controlling how you respond to what's going on. And look, there's no doubt that this can be hard, but often what happens when change happens that's imposed on us is that we focus on all the things that we can't control, rather than focusing on those things that you can control. So think about it for a minute. When a change happens in the organization, what's your immediate response? Do you try and fight it? Do you find ways to work against it? Do you complain to everybody who's willing to listen to you? Do you become demotivated, disengaged? Or do you find ways to make the change work for you? Whether you're in a leadership role or not, this is a real test for you. Test for you if you're a leader in terms of your leadership skills, but also for you as an employee, a test of your resilience and your ability to bounce forward. You have the ability to make a conscious choice about how you're going to respond and cope with those changes. Remember many years ago when I was working in corporate, a leader who I really respected said to me, Michelle, when you think about it, people who are successful see things not in terms of what's good and what's bad, but much more about what's the end result. So you may not be able to change what's going on around you, but you can change what happens next. You can be proactive. You can look for ways to grow. You can look for ways to adapt and evolve your skills. You can look for the learnings and the opportunities that come with change. And you can choose your emotional response to it. You can choose to wallow. You can choose to be disappointed and disengaged. You can choose to move forward. All of that is your choice. And if you want to thrive in an environment that's changing, because let's be honest, all environments are changing all the time, you need to find ways to be able to do that. And that requires balance, composure. It requires the ability to slow yourself down and to work out what's working for you, what's not working for you. What's your initial reaction and why are you reacting like that? So that you can then choose to respond mindfully. I always remember the quote from Eleanor Roosevelt. It's one of my favorite quotes, and she says, light a candle instead of cursing the darkness. And when you think about change and your ability to respond and adapt to that change, it's a perfect quote to reflect on. Take care, and I'll see you next week.